Hey, welcome back. Hope everybody is having a great Sunday, and thank you so much for joining me talking all things Masters of the Universe. Today on the channel, guys, we're looking at part 2 of all versions of Trapjaw in the history of the Masters of the Universe. So we'll be looking at, of course, his classic versions, his CGI, his MasterVerse, and Funko Pops. Alright, so I hope you guys are enjoying this video. Alright, now of course, if you are new to my channel or first time watching, I hope you will subscribe afterwards. I hope everyone hits that like button, and thank you so much for doing that. Hit that notification bell when you know I upload new videos, and please share this video who has a passion and a love for collecting all things Masters of the Universe. Without further ado, let's take a look at some more Trapjaw. Okay? First, let's take a look at his classics versions, thanks to Pixel Dan and Dark Horse Comics. Of course, here's his first version right here. Came out in 2010. As you see, looks absolutely really cool right there. What a great looking shot right there. And of course, these iconic vintage weapons right there. There's also comes with the Cronus head right there. There he is. Very, very cool. Nice glamour shot of him, front to back, side to side. And a little fun factoid right there. Alright. Now, 7 years later, we got his mini comic book version right here in that 3-pack. Trapjaw, the evil cyborg criminal with an iron jaw. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright. But we're not done yet. We're going to look at his Club Grayskull classic version from Super 7. More of that Filmation style Trapjaw. Came out in 2016, so this came out a year before his mini comic book version. And this is where I was talking about the fly swatter and that crossbow. If you remember my part 1 video in the cartoon collection, I wish they would have included these items like they did with the Super 7 version with Trapjaw. I think that would have been a nice touch as collector in the cartoon collection if they would have included these amazing weapons here. But there he is in the packaging. Alright, once again, great glamour shot. Alright, now moving on to our actual first figure I have in my collection. As you can see, I do have a couple Funko Pops. I'm going to get these guys out of the way really quick, guys. Alright. Get old Trapjaw out of the way. Come back to him real fast. Okay, we've got to look at his Masters version. The first version that came out. Part of, I think it was Wave 2, I believe. First Deluxe. MasterVerse logo here. You have the 30-point articulation. That big, beautiful window box right there that shows the figure. Of course, all his unique weapons. There's no Trapjaw. Not my favorite version of Trapjaw, I will say, in this Masters version. But I do like I do like, and I do have him here. I like him in his motherboard cult look with the outfit here. But it looks great. As you can see, it comes with a variety of different weapons and a really cool outfit. There he is. You got the Master Universe Revolution logo, Trapjaw. Some beautiful, amazing artwork, side art right there. And when you flip around the back, beautiful. I mean, Mattel just nails the art in this, in this universe. Origins, MasterVerse, you name it. And the Crosso, the other figures. Alright, of course, let's take a look at old Trapjaw here. I have loose right here. Get him back around here. I dropped his hook, but that's okay. The one thing I will say about this version of Trapjaw, it's okay. This is not a bad Trapjaw. It's got a very different, unique head sculpt on this Trapjaw that I'm not really a fan of. He does have that iconic little notch right there that we all know and love. But it's the jaw itself. It's too over. I don't know. It's just too weird to me. I don't know. It's too big, and so it's kind of, it's okay. As best I can explain it with Trapjaw here. Now, the one thing I do wish they would have done, as you know, Trapjaw is known for having these notches. Well, I guess with the Colt thing on here, now I get it now. Get it now. Okay. Now with the motherboard, Colt leadering, outfit here as I'm wearing right here, you cannot, easily, put the weapons on his belt. I mean, you can do it like that if you wish, right there. But if it in the normal look, you can see there is notches right there. The camera a little bit closer, right there. So in his standard look, right there, without the extra, clothing for the motherboard Colt outfit, you do see the notches right there, which is nice. Okay, you see the crossbones right there. The detail looks pretty good, right there. But unfortunately, when you have him in his Colt, he doesn't have those notches, which is a little bit of a letdown. But like all Trapjaw, he does have these iconic weapons of choice. Oops. And you can see by just moving him, the weapons, come off very, very easily. Right there. But he does have a nice, soft, good, and that's one thing I love about the MasterVerse line, is that they do provide some very nice, soft, good fabric clothing to the figures here, for any figure in the MasterVerse line. It's just something about the face sculpt I don't like. The mouth, the tongue sticking out, And for the most part, if you remove the jaw here, you almost have yourself almost like a Cronus type of figure in a way. All right. But moving right along to one of probably the better, the most, out of the two versions of Trapjaw we've gotten in the MasterVerse line. His new Eternia version is, I mean, a major step up, a major upgrade in my opinion with this version. But let's take a look in the packaging. Of course, we have the new version of the packaging. You have 30 points of articulation. You have the MasterVerse logo here, and there's old Trapjaw. A much smaller window box. It's one thing I'm not a fan of. I wish the window box was a little bit bigger. They can see more of the figure itself in the packaging. But a nice glamour shot of Trapjaw right there. Some beautiful artwork right there. Trapjaw, the new Eternia, logo, and I can't say nothing but good things about the new Eternia MasterVerse figures. Every new Eternia figure that's come out so far is an absolute. It's good. It's very, very good. I mean, it's perfect in my mind. It's absolutely amazing. Of course, these are like the new Eternia are figures that were left, on the drawing board, and now are coming to life, for collectors. And if you remember in part 1, the first concept name was supposed to be X-Man for Trapjaw, and the fact that early concepts showed him having a hairy chest. And I think that would have been really cool if they would have done that. They would have included that hairy chest for this version of Trapjaw, and that mechanical hand as well. But there he is. But great, look at that beautiful glamour shot right there. Great face sculpt right there. Right to the side. There he is. Look at that. Look at that artwork right there. Alright, flip it back around. Of course, the artwork here and the back of the packaging of the newer MasterVerse figures show the actual figure in beautiful artwork. I love the combination of the both, giving us that real action figure in a beautiful artwork. There is, and of course, he does include an extra unique weapon, couple unique weapons here. Let's go old Trapjaw out here. Okay, of course. There's He-Man taking Triclops right there, Grayskull. You got Point Dread. You got the Point Dread right there. But this version of Trapjaw, I mean, is an amazing, amazing version right here. Of course, he does come with some unique, he comes with, of course, his iconic blaster, and the detail in his cybernetic, arm is much more detailed, to me from his first version. Look at both of them here. You can see, the detail of the arm here. It's a much improved, arm, cybernetic arm from his original Wave 1 or Wave 2 deluxe version from the Revelation show. Even the gun itself is more I think the gun I think the gun on my first version of Trapjaw is upside down. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. And even the gun itself, it's more it's more cybernetic. This right here, this version of Trapjaw, it's almost like an arm, like a mechanical arm, but it's got more, like, I don't know, machine. It's got that machine feel to it. I guess that's best I could explain. With Trapjaw, even the jaw itself from the new Eternia version is a much improved version from his Wave 1 or Wave 2 deluxe version from the Revelation line. And of course, the added detail to his weapons, from the sword, right? You can fit in the back. Oops, you can fit in the back if you wish. Even this, little guy right here, it looks kind of familiar. Almost has that Mouser type feel to it. That I'm sorry, get the camera a little bit better there. It has a, his trap, his clamp claw here. Almost has that Mouser look and feel to it. And there's a sword right there, which you can plug into the arm if you wish. His iconic hook right there. Of course, the blaster. All in all, a much improved version of Trapjaw, in my opinion. This is probably one of the better versions of Trapjaw. I might do sometime in the future a verse, this version of Trapjaw, against his, his cartoon collection version of Trapjaw. Which one is better? I mean, these are both, to me. This is, my preferred Trapjaw so far in MasterVerse. And of course, in the Origins line, his cartoon filmation style version of Trapjaw. But let me get the camera. Great, look at the detail. And the mouth is articulated. And one thing about this version of Trapjaw, they did it right, where this is the part of the bottom of his mouth right here. Whereas this version of Trapjaw, his Wave, I keep saying Wave 1, his deluxe version, when you move the jaw down, his mechanical jaw, he has a bottom mouth right there. I don't know if the camera is showing that, but if you have this version of Trapjaw in your collection, you know what I'm talking about. It's like if you just take this part off, you almost have yourself a Cronus head sculpt in a way. All right. But we're moving on right along here. Okay. And the CGI did come up with a very unique, very different take on Trapjaw in a way. All right, so there's Trapjaw, and in this universe, there was a Cronus figure, and they of course called down the power of Havoc to enhance their abilities. And it's a shame that this line is now done, and because we never got their powered down forms like Cronus here, or Trapjaw here. If the line had continued, I would have no doubt in my mind that we would have gotten a Cronus figure, in the packaging, from the CGI show. But there he is, but there is no Trapjaw. There's his glamour shot right there, packaging. There's the Grayskull from the CGI line. And I think it's pretty soon I'm going to revisit this Grayskull. This is a very unique, very fun Grayskull. Not iconic. It's not iconic like the Grayskull we've known and loved for years. I mean, there's been so many amazing versions of Grayskull. From the vintage one, to the classics, to the 2000X, and so forth, even Origins. But this version of Grayskull is very fun. It's very unique. I mean, and I might come back to revisit it for anybody who's new. I mean, just take a look at it, because it's a fun Grayskull. It lights up. It has sound effects. It's very cool. It's pretty cool. But you got the Netflix logo here. You got the He-Man and the CGI Master Universe logo here. There's no Trap Jaw. Of course, this line also kind of pays tribute to the '80s line of the He-Man, the Master Universe, with very little articulation, like the vintage '80s line. And here is old Trap Jaw here. As you can see, no like articulation in the arms or in the legs. You can't pop the head off. You can't pop like what we found in the Origins line. But these figures stand roughly the same height as the vintage '80s figures and Origins figures. And also what they also done is brought back in a way that power attack, that spring-loaded waist that the '80s line gave us, and we love it so much. And so he does come with this big, massive blaster here, with this projectile here. And the thing is, when you like do the spring-loaded attack, when you do it, this is supposed to like blast out. It's not very good, but that's what it's supposed to do. So if I can get it right, so there you go. So if you do it in the right way, you're supposed to shoot out and hit the He-Man or his friends. But very cool version of Trap Jaw here. A very different take on Trap Jaw. All right, let's take a look at the back of the packaging here. So there he is. Artwork right there looks amazing right there. As you can see in the artwork right here, you can see when you do the spring-loaded attack, the blaster, the projectile here is supposed to shoot out and hit his enemies right there. It can rotate as well. But unfortunately, that's the only. They don't come with. He doesn't come up with any other, like with his hook or his or his clamp or anything like that. But we're not done with the CGI line, as far as Trap Jaw. He did come up with a vehicle. Oops. He did come with his own unique vehicle. So there he is. This is kind of, to me, this is kind of like his mini comic book version of Trap Jaw, right there. Comes with the same exact claw right there. So it's like 2 for 1. You get the blaster and the claw right there. But he also comes with the claw, but no projectile, which is kind of weird to me. Of course, you got the same gray skull right there. There's no Trap Jaw. And more of that yellowish-green look to him. There's the Psycho he comes with. Alright. There's old Trap Jaw. Why they did not include the projectile with this version of Trap Jaw, I'm not too sure. There's plenty of room on the set here to include it. Maybe just they ran out of time, and had to get these out as quickly as possible, and so they just said, what if maybe the collector might have his original standard version, and you can use the projectile with that if you wish. I'm not too sure, but I think that was a missed opportunity in my mind that they did not include that projectile or something different, a different color projectile or something different with this particular version of Trap Jaw. But nonetheless, this is still a very cool looking version of Trap Jaw in the CGI line. All right, and finally, guys, I got a couple of Funko Pops. We'll show you. So we get these. See, we get him over here. That. And speaking of which, I am looking forward to getting some new Funko Pops in the collection. That Scare Glow and Scare Mare ride version of Funko Pops should be coming very soon, I hope. He-Man, because of that Funko Fusion game that's coming out within a week or so, is going to be hitting all major game consoles. And of course, Masters of the Universe is going to be a big part of that game. If you're not, and it's kind of like a Lego Star Wars, Lego games where you have, your Funko Pops, and of course, Masters of the Universe is going to be a big part of that game. And I'm going to play it, and I'm going to enjoy it. I mean, besides Masters, there's other movie brands and TV shows, Jurassic Park and Ghostbusters and you name it. I mean, I'm just, picking, iconic Star Wars, of course, and Marvel and DC, is part, I believe, of this amazing games coming out very soon. So check it out. It's coming out very soon, within a week or so. And Masters of the Universe will be part of that universe. And there was even a trailer that shows Battle Cat and Orko and Teela and He-Man and Snake Mountain and you name it. I mean, it looks really, really fun, and I cannot wait to play it and have a lot of fun with it. But of course, we have this version of Trapjaw came out from Funko here, his standard version. There we go. Pretty cool. There. Then of course we have from FYE exclusive his mini comic book version right there. Pretty much the same figures, just one's his normal set, his normal look, and the other one is of course his mini comic book version. I just watched a video today on Pixel Dance channel because I looked at Hordak right here, and there's a fan favorite movie that came out a couple years back called The Fall of Grayskull. If you haven't seen that, watch it. It's a fun fan favorite version of Master Universe, and they're trying to make a part 2 called The Rise of The Fall of Grayskull, The Rise of the Horde. And so the creator of the first movie is trying to make it into a full-length movie, and it looks really good. I would watch Pixel Dan, channel, and it looks like a great, fun movie that I hope it gets made. They're trying to make, trying to get the funds, together to make it happen. But the first movie was a lot of fun to watch. Go check it out. It's called The Fall of Grayskull. It's on YouTube. It's a mini, like a 30-minute fan favorite movie, and it looks pretty good. It was really good, and I hope that they can make the second one. It looks a lot of fun, and it gives you that vintage, that real feel of Masters of the Universe in that Fall of Grayskull movie. But there's Trapjaw right there, and finally we're going to be looking at, of course, the big boy here. This was a Walmart exclusive, this big Funko Pop here. There he is, Trapjaw. Slightly different from his, his single, his smaller version, in a way. There you go. But there you go, guys. Just look at every version of Trapjaw I have in my collection. From the Origins, from the Vintage, to the 2000X, to the Classics line, to the Super 7 line, you name it. I'm looking forward for more Trapjaw to come into the future. This time will tell. From the Thundercats line, I'm hoping to get the 2000X, if they even do a 2000X Origins line. I would love to get that. Of course, that's something I would love to get. But Trapjaw being an iconic villain from the world of the Master Universe, Look at all these guys right here. Alright, guys. I'd like to take the time now, of course, to thank my subscribers. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I know it's kind of dry right now as far as Master of the Universe right now, and I'm waiting patiently for the new wave of MasterVerse figures, like the new, the Man of War line, from MasterVerse, the Turning Goddess, or the She-Ra. I'm not She-Ra. The Sorceress Teela becoming, the Turning Goddess. I'm going blank here, guys. So I know it's kind of dry right now. I'm still looking for that, that Spike-Ore figure, out in the wild. Like I said, I must have gotten very lucky finding that Clawful and Spike-Ore, at my local Walmart, because right now it's pretty dead right now. So hopefully it will pick up very soon. I did order my second version of Beastman from the movie 87 movie that will be unboxing very soon on the channel. I also purchased some mini figures from the CGI line, some mini Eternia figures coming very soon. Hopefully, like I said, that Scare Mare and Scare Glow figure from Funko Pop should be here very soon to look at. So hopefully it will pick up very soon, guys. And I do apologize for the lack of content, but I'm trying to give you something, because I love this product like you guys. And so whatever I can do, to pass the time and, make it fun with, and just talk about Master Universe. So thank you for your understanding for that, guys. I'm looking forward for more figures to come out. Like I said, the images of She-Ra coming very soon, the 40th anniversary. Any exclusives, I hope to get very soon as well. And I thought tomorrow, speaking of, please hit that notification bell. We can look at some vehicles that I hope that we will get soon in the Origins line. We're going to take a look at that amazing Pixel Dan book of some iconic vehicles that we still need in our collection. And some vehicles are more, that we need, like or a given. Like, yes, we should get these very soon. So hope you guys will join me for that. All right. So hope you guys have a great Sunday, and I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care and have a good one, everybody.